now available in paperback and e-readers. Isis, Revenge of the Cyber Goddess. The goddess next door takes on the threat of a deadly digital diva driven to destroy the world in this action-packed, all-new Isis series adventure. Get Isis, Revenge of the Cyber Goddess featuring a bonus pin-up and the other 2 books in the Cyber Goddess saga at online bookstores everywhere today. Hi everyone, it's Sean here, and I'm here with another comic review video. Now, the publishers at Konkret Comics sent me a link on Twitter this Friday to a preview issue of their upcoming series, Kandake. And I was really excited about this series after reading this book because a lot of the concepts they used in Kandake were a lot of the same concepts I used when I was writing Isis back in 1999. Now, back in 1999, when I was developing the Isis character, I wanted to make the Isis character a Nubian, and the reason why I wanted to make her a Nubian is because Horus is the son of Egypt, and Isis would be his sister, and because Egypt and Nubia were brother and sister nations, this would show how both nations were connected to each other. Because ancient Egypt and ancient Nubia were like the United States and Canada. They were basically sister nations to each other, and they had very strong diplomatic relations at times, and they had very strong trade with each other. So Egypt and Nubia were very close nations, and they were so close that they had very similar cultures and in some ways worshipped and served the same gods. And your Egypt and Nubia, again, that relationship was something that is not really presented in most comics or most media, because a lot of times when you have media, they will present the Nubians as black, but then they will present the Egyptians as white. But that isn't the case at all. Your Egyptians and your Nubians were both black because that's why they saw each other as brother and sister nations. So I liked seeing that concept presented here in Kandake because it's something we really don't get to see presented in your media these days. And the creative team here does a great job of showing us the importance of the relationship between Egypt and Nubia. Now, another concept that Kandake takes that I used in my own Isis character is the whole concept of a woman looking to go out here and bring the nations of Egypt and Nubia back together and overthrow this Roman rule over Egypt. And that's the whole premise of this Kandake preview, and that was the whole concept I had as related to the Isis character and her destiny in my story Isis back in 1999 that I published in 2002. Now, the Isis character was supposed to be the daughter of Osiris, and she was supposed to be the third child that was supposed to be what I called the Sword of Nubia. And this Sword of Nubia was supposed to be the person who went out here and led the armies of Nubia to drive the Romans out of Egypt. And she was supposed to go out here and bring the nations of Egypt together as one nation under the gods in the story I presented. And when I looked at Kandake, it looks like they're taking the Kandake character with the same premise. And from what I've seen here, they have done an excellent job with that premise in this story. Now, the creative team here of Anaji Rouse has done a great job with writing this story. It is meticulously researched. The line art by Rodrigo Trinidad is absolutely breathtaking and spectacular, and Bruno Lino's cover does a great job of showing us the strength and power of Amonirus, the warrior queen from the kingdom of Kush, and everything here is just absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to take you into the first page of Kandake number 0. which takes us to ancient Nubia. And these are, again, breathtaking visuals in this first page that just take us back to the world of ancient Nubia, the sister nation of Egypt, the one of the most powerful lands at the time. And your Nubia, I'm going to give you some fun facts about Nubia. The Romans tried to invade Nubia, but the Nubians drove the Romans back. And that's how powerful the Nubian Empire was back during ancient times. And that's why Osiris, in my concept for Isis, wanted to get his daughter birthed from Nubia, because the Nubians still believed in the Heliopolitan faith, and the Nubians had a very strong army, and he wanted to have a child from the Nubians to be that sword of Nubia. And I like seeing this whole concept being presented by another creator and just executed so well. I mean, he's done a great job with this half splash and these 3 panels of opening up on Nubia. And then on the second page, we see the Queen in action. And the Queen in this preview is preparing to train her warriors for the upcoming combat that she's planning to deal with the Roman Empire. And the art here is absolutely fantastic, again, showing us the main character and showing us what she wants these warriors to do in this first page by preparing for battle. And as the preview goes on, we start to see a reason to care, because she wants to go out here and deal with these forces of Egypt and Rome's army, because she wants to do what my character Isis wanted to do, go out here and bring the nation of Egypt back and bring the nations together as one nation under the gods. And this Queen Amani is extremely formidable from what we see in these pages. She practically can handle herself very well in combat, and she can take care of business and take care of things. And that really was something that really excited me. I mean, they do a great job of showing us how formidable this character is and how skilled a fighter she is. And I really liked this comic in this preview, and I think it's going to be a very exciting series based on what I saw, because everything here is just so well executed and so well written. And this Kandake character is a very formidable fighter right here in these early days of Nubia. So I can't really wait to see what leads to her winding up in the modern Konkret universe, because she's just a very fascinating character here in Nubia. And what really excited me was just seeing how well executed this concept was, and how another creator has just taken ideas that I myself have had regarding my own character Isis, and they've gone out here and done an exceptional job of presenting this character, who's a strong black female lead and a very well-written black female lead. From what I've seen in this story, she's a very well-developed character as related to her story and her premise, and everything here makes you want to see more of this character. I mean, if this is a teaser of what we're going to get in the Kandake series, I am eager to see a lot more of the Kandake character in the future. I mean, everything here shows us a character who has what it takes to become a very popular hero, like the Watchman, which I read before, and she's another fine building block in the Konkret universe, which I'm looking at it, and the characters here are extremely well developed in terms of concept and in terms of premise, and the storytelling here is very, very good. I mean, this is just really solid storytelling. They take us into the world of ancient Nubia. They show us the history of ancient Nubia, and they show us that Nubia really wanted to go out here and to do something to help out the people in their sister nation of Egypt, because they did not want to see their people oppressed, because again, Egypt and Nubia were brother and sister nations, and I like seeing that the Nubians really wanted to go out here and help their brothers and sisters overthrow this Roman oppression, because the Romans, they just had everybody in Egypt in bondage, and the Nubians really wanted to do something about that. So a lot of history here, and it's very well presented. The concept is very well executed, and I was really happy with this preview of Kandake, and I'm hoping to see more of Kandake in the future. And when I look at the overall catalog of Konkret comics, especially this second wave of characters like Kandake and the Watchmen, I can say that Konkret is on the right track. That's related to creating great characters and really creating compelling stories. And I was really impressed with this preview because it's, again, very well executed, really strong art, really good character development, and just absolutely pops off the page. And when I look at Konkret Comics, I see them with a very bright future in publishing. If they continue to produce great comics like this, they are going to be a force to be reckoned with, and competitors like Black Sands and Milestone need to look out, because Konkret is coming out here with some rock solid content, and that rock solid content is going to make them a major contender in the black comic market. Now, if you want to download your own copy of Kandake to take a sneak peek at this fantastic new series, you can click the link in the description box to download your own copy. And if you want to try my first comic on the SJS Direct imprint, Esteem No Good Deed, you can pick up a copy of that comic for 99 cents on Kindle on Amazon.com. And if you want to try some of the other great African American fantasy books on the SJS Direct imprint, like the ISIS series, the Esteem series, the John Haynes series, and the books of the Spinsterella trilogy, you can find those books on Amazon.com as well in paperback and Kindle format. You can also find them on other digital platforms like Smashwords, the iBookstore, and Google Play. And if you want to see me make more great comic review videos, you can donate to my Patreon, my PayPal, or my Cash App, so I can continue having the funds to continue supporting great black comic publishers like Konkret Comics. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.
Now available on Kindle, Esteem No Good Deed. The Devil Steva scares some stick-up kids straight in this action-packed Esteem series comic. Get Esteem No Good Deed on Kindle for 99 cents today.